I'm Marty McNab. Port of Newcastle is where I the IT manager of. So I have 4 staff members reporting into me. We have 2 level 1 help desk operators and 1 network and infrastructure engineer and a cybersecurity engineer. So the Port of Newcastle is a major, obviously, harbour port. We have been doing coal as the main export for many years, and obviously in the current environment that's changing. So we have plans in place to diversify, which we're doing at the moment, but certainly got bigger plans down the track to diversify. So we have around 130 employees. So we're not a big operation, but a lot of logistics, a lot of specific IT equipment and systems out there. So yeah, we're quite busy, the 5 of us, looking after the Port of Newcastle. In 2014, we got privatised. So our current owners, we're privately owned. And over the last 3 years in particular, management has really moved forward with the digitisation of the port. So moving a lot of our apps to the cloud, heightening, I guess, the whole, let's start that again. Just seeing, obviously, the cybersecurity side of things very important with the way we're moving to the cloud with many of the apps, etc. So there's been quite a lot of new tools moved in to support the IT side of things, and that's where Manage Engine have really supported us well. Obviously, with the pandemic and everyone overnight, basically, we just all got told we're working from home. So fortunately, our management prior to the pandemic, without knowing anything about it, obviously, we'd started our whole IT strategy moving to the cloud with a lot of our apps. So we were quite well advanced. In fact, one of our major supporters there in Newcastle, IT vendors, said that we were probably in the top 3 of Newcastle of, I guess, what they saw the ease of use of moving to working from home environment. So that was a good move by management for more than the purpose that they set out for. But of course, with that came working from home, came the security side of things, the issues. So suddenly people weren't logging onto the network, weren't getting group policies pushed out. WSUS wasn't updating endpoints for the latest patches for Windows, etc. So we really ramped up the use of Manage Engine Endpoint Central, which we were already using for various areas, but the threat management, we got that up and going pretty quickly, and it worked really well. So we were able to rest easy knowing that the endpoints were being secured with that side of things, and then also just the support side, being able to still, through the secure gateway, being able to log on to their machines when needed, etc., to help them out. So yeah, the change, as difficult it's been, was still made a lot easier by both management and ME products. Probably out of the 130 staff, we probably have about 70 to 80 who are office staff, so they each have their own laptop. A lot of those will have a mobile as well be issued to them, so we use the MDM side of things within Endpoint Central to manage those mobiles. Then there's probably other devices, etc. So I'd say roughly probably close to 200 there, plus some servers. So you're probably up around getting towards the 250 devices, endpoints at the end of the day. We use, I'd say, Endpoint Central. We use that not only for the MDM and endpoint control, but also using it for our OS deployment. So all our laptops get set up through Endpoint Central initially with the operating environment. We use it for security side of things, so BitLocker on the endpoints is pushed out via that. Some browser customization as well. So the Endpoint Central we use quite a bit with the add-ons. And we're getting some of the reporting, the Office 365 reporting through the ME product as well. I would say that we didn't do a lot of comparisons because ME to us was already proven itself as far as the things that matter when you to move to new apps, which is your implementation and knowing your support's going to be good. We knew the products work, so yeah, it wasn't a difficult decision for us at all. The sort of things that I guess that stood out to us is ME always got back to us from the time we started within 24 hours, which was important. And obviously if important things or high impact things were needing to be looked at, they would respond quicker than that. But generally speaking, always within the 24 hours, which was a lot better support than what we were getting with the other products. So just knowing that support was good, and that's always been the same the whole journey as we've got more products, etc. The biggest thing for us is just knowing that support is there. So to see ME growing and to see them growing with their staff and support is very important to us. It's easy for businesses to grow and let those side of things slip because it's difficult, but we haven't noticed that at all over the time. That's the biggest thing. And just the ease of use on the back end of the products, from an IT admin perspective and administrator's perspective, very, very good and easy to use and easy to set up. So as I say, it's not a difficult decision. Manage Engine right from the start was always been very good in their responsive support. All the time within 24 hours maximum, they would get back and genuinely follow through. In fact, when I didn't get back to them in responses that they've asked about, they've always followed up to see how I'm travelling. If things were very important, I could just ask and say, look, this is an important one, and they would respond even quicker. So the support side of things for us was very important. And that's certainly been shown the whole time I've used ME. So it's very easy for us to move with ME and to more products if required by ME because we know the support is very good. So as a vendor from our side of things, and the cost is for their products is very reasonable as well. So very, very happy with ME as a vendor. Obviously, our main role in IT is to keep our stakeholders working. So the simplicity that we can do that with is obviously very important. So we've seen that Manage Engine products help us keep our employees working and keep their jobs going efficiently for them. And it's become an integral part of our framework. Our users are just used to creating tickets either directly through the portal or emailing us, and it works very well. So certainly, just that support's been a big thing. As we've mentioned, the external support working from home, the outcome there is just the confidence that we know things are properly secured up. And the fact that we can I can say to my manager, and she can pass it on to higher level, that the security side of things is very good, and we can concentrate on the specific areas of cyber security because the basics are getting done. As mentioned, the Endpoint Central, the patching side of things is important. The OS deployment is very important to us. We get short notice of when new starters are happening, just by the nature of the way the business works. So, our guys are able to respond very quickly to that with new laptops because of the OS deployment being so easy and working so well. So that's been a real blessing to have that being able to be pushed out through the Endpoint Central. And the MDM side of things, being able to push all our apps out, all the settings, etc. For a new starter, they basically get the the new phone, and they log on to the MDM site, and then from there it happens very quickly and efficiently. So yeah, that's again those day-to-day battles that you have of just doing things right and efficiently. The tools have made it work very well. But we use Endpoint Central extensively every day. As I say, the level 1 guys, particularly in a lot of areas, are on it all day and appreciate it. The support was terrific. I would definitely recommend Manage Engine products to my peers. In fact, I have, and on various occasions, and that the products work and that they're reasonably priced, and very, very happy at any time to recommend it. The support, the product themselves, it's all very, very good. Using a vendor's product at any time obviously comes down to how good the product is, but not just that, it's also about the support you get for that product. With ME, we've found that the support's been second to none. It's been the reason why we've continued to add ME products to our portfolio there at Port of Newcastle. We've found that when we genuinely need quick support because something's gone awry, that response is excellent. And then just general support is always gotten back within the 24 hours, which is what we'd sort of expect. So I've found that the Manage Engine support generally has been really terrific, particularly compared to previous vendors that we've had. That was one of the issues that we did have, and it's very important to know that your product is supported correctly. And even with the growth that ME's seen over the last few years that we've been a part of, we haven't noticed that support drop at all. If anything, it's got stronger.